FISH testing today is certainly an important tool in establishing prognosis in patients with multiple myeloma. And it may in turn drive therapy, as you've pointed out. But in most cases, the current evidence base doesn't allow matching a unique cytogenetic profile with a specific therapy or a specific therapeutic regimen. Do you see that changing as a result of the COMPASS trial or some of the other research that's going on? How is that going to change over time?
I think that's our sincere hope, is that if we can really understand from a population database what are the real trends and what matters, because sometimes you see changes that don't necessarily have a driving capability. So you've got to discern which ones are drivers and which aren't, and the only way you can do that is with a large amount of data. And with that, we may ultimately get to the ability to specifically target. Maybe not, I doubt it'll ever be on the one-by-one patient, because patients share some commonality, some differences, but it'll certainly help us really be able to target groups of patients. And I think that's what you mentioned about segmenting the patient population.
And you have to look at the data and realize, in today's world, I think the greatest challenge is what are you doing with all this data? It's huge amounts of data that we're starting to accumulate. You're going, much deeper than just FISH. And so you're studying this and you're studying it over time. And I think the greatest challenge we have in COMPASS is not only getting great tissue samples and keeping track of all these patients, but taking all of that data and making it publicly available. And you're trying to do that on IT systems where everybody can use it and study it. So as we start developing the IT system, the challenge has been, are we developing this for bioinformatics individuals? Are we developing it for translational individuals? Or are we developing it for the community oncologist or even the educated patient? And the truth is, we have to develop it for everybody. And that has been at least an 18-month process for us to start to build that system out. It is not available today. It's something that has to be built. And we look at these systems and say, can you make a system that's as easy to follow as Amazon, so that when people go in, they can start really looking at the information.